Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I am Kayode Adebayo. A renowned cleric, Pastor Sam Adeyemi, has urged President Bola Tinubu to present a compelling long-term vision for Nigeria's future to inspire the nation's youth. Pastor Adeyemi stated this during his appearance on a television program. The cleric stressed the importance of leadership in shaping societal beliefs and driving sustainable change. Drawing from his experiences, Adeyemi shared how a former governor struggled to instill the importance of vision among his cabinet members. According to him, the former governor revealed that his primary challenge was not building physical structures, but changing the mindset of his team. Osun State Governor Senator Adeleke has urged residents to prioritize safety precautions and prepare for disaster management ahead of occurrence so as to prevent the loss that usually attend the incident. The call was made by the Special Advisor to the Governor on Emergency Management, Honorable Emiola Fakeye, while flagging up the distribution of relief materials to the victims of fire outbreaks, flooding, and rainstorm in the state. Our man, Oluwatosin Oladokun, completes the story.
Over 5,000 beneficiaries were selected across the 3 senatorial districts in the state, all of whom lost property due to the flood, fire, and rainstorm. The relief efforts are part of the administration life-changing programs and massive infrastructure development initiatives of Governor Ademola Adeleke. In an address, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Emergency Management, Honorable Emiola Fakeye, highlighted a series of life-changing programs and massive infrastructural development which are undertaken by the administration of Governor Ademola Adeleke. She said over 5,000 people across the 3 senatorial districts were victims that lost their property to flood, fire, and rainstorm. According to her, the distribution of relief materials such as roofing sheets, nails, cement, rice, beans, gari, among others, were provided by Governor Ademola Adeleke administration with a view to addressing the plight of the victims. In their submissions, the State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Uluoma Kolapo Alimi, the superb chairman in the state, Honorable Ibukun Fadipe, emphasized the need for the beneficiaries to proclaim the gospel of the relief materials distributed by Governor Ademola Adeleke across the state.
Our governor is such a person that's so compassionate about human beings.
The DO underscored the need for inhabitants of the state to, as a matter of taking proper precautionary measures against fire disaster before leaving home. Every electrical appliances must be detached. Earlier, the General Manager of Osun State Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Biola Odni, lauded Governor Ademola Adeleke's passion and compassion, particularly his administration's determination to address plight of the people. He said the agency, through the distribution of building materials and food items under the Special Advisor to the Governor on Emergency Management, Honorable Emiola Fakeye, is another remarkable achievement of Governor Ademola Adeleke. The beneficiary who spoke at the occasion commended Governor Ademola Adeleke for the provision of the relief materials and thereby assured him their unwavering support to his administration. Highlight of the occasion was the official flag of ceremony, Oluwatosin Oladokun, OSBC News.
The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has filed a lawsuit against President Bola Tinubu's administration and Nigeria's 36 state governors at the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice in Abuja. The suit challenges the alleged misuse of the Cybercrimes Amendment Act 2024 to suppress freedom of expression and violate human rights, particularly those of activists, journalists, bloggers, and social media users. In a statement issued on 12th of this month, SERAP's Deputy Director, Kolawole Oluwadare, explained that the provisions of the Amendment Act remain vague, arbitrary, and repressive, enabling authorities to criminalize legitimate expression and restrict media freedom. The ECOWAS Court ruled on March 2022 that Section 24 of the original Cybercrimes Act 2015 was arbitrary, vague, and repressive. The court ordered Nigeria to repeal the provision to comply with its human rights obligations under the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Although the Cybercrimes Amendment Act 2024 repealed Section 24, SERAP argues that the that the rewarded provisions still violate the rights to freedom of expression and information. Now to sports. The stage is set for an intense CAF Champions League encounter between MC Algiers and TP Mazembe as both teams gear up for their group stage match. The game, scheduled for January 10th, has generated significant excitement, with fans already lining up to purchase tickets for the anticipated showdown. Speaking ahead of the match, MCA head coach Khalid Ben Yahya emphasized the importance of securing victory to solidify the team's position in the championship. Meanwhile, TP Mazembe head coach Lamin Diaye acknowledged the challenges of the fixture but remained optimistic about his team's chances. The match holds significant stakes for both teams, with MCA aiming to leverage their home advantage to climb further in the standings, while TP Mazembe seeks to keep their campaign alive with an away win. The passionate fan base of MC Algiers is expected to create a charged atmosphere at the stadium, providing a boost to the home side. Meanwhile, TP Mazembe will rely on their experience and resilience in continental competitions to challenge the host. Now, the foreign scene. The French government has just handed over its detachment camp in the city of Adeleke to Chad. The Chadian Minister of Defense, his delegation, and French officials participated in the ceremony. For the French military, the result of many years of presence in northern Chad has been strengthened through strong ties not only with the Chadian soldiers but also with the local population. The Minister of Defense, Saka Marouad Jamos, who congratulated the decision, still reminded everyone that the deadline for the departure of French troops remains January 31st this year. Abeche, a city in northern Chad, has been known for years for its hostility to the presence of the French base. Demonstrations calling for the departure of the base have always occurred in the city, even though they were violently suppressed by the Chadian regime in the past. In the past 2 days before the departure, columns of trucks loaded with containers and heavy equipment were seen heading to N'Djamena. Some of the equipment will transit through Cameroon to be shipped to sea to France. Still on the foreign scene, Sudan's military and its allies have taken back a strategic city from the rebel Rapid Support Force. The recapture of the city of Wad Medani, the capital of Gesira province, came more than a year after it fell to the RSF. Wad Medani had previously been a safe haven for displaced families in the early months of the war. The conflict in Sudan started in April 2023, when simmering tensions between the leaders of the military and the RSF exploded into open fighting in the capital, Khartoum, and other cities across the sprawling northeastern African country. The conflict has killed more than 20,000 people, forced millions to flee their homes, and left some families eating grass in a desperate attempt to survive as famine swept parts of the country. It has been marked by gross atrocities, including ethnically motivated killing and rape, according to the United Nations and rights groups. The International Criminal Court said it was investigating alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity. The military said in a statement that its forces had entered Wad Medani early and that they were working to clear the rebels' remnants inside the city. And that ends the midday news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 5 for the evening news. Good afternoon.